Hello everyone, and welcome back to Parry TV. Today we are going to talk about protecting your kids' identity by credit freeze. Now, this will be of more importance to you if you happen to live in the United States, because this will largely be geared towards parents and families in the United States. Um, so by profession, I am a supervisor. I work for state government in Maryland, a supervisor, um, operations and control, but also I'm a licensed tax preparer in the state of Maryland. And one of the issues that I always encounter is some clients um, share experiences maybe about somebody they know that had been a victim of identity theft, um, children's identity being stolen. So to be a tax preparer in Maryland, you have to pass a very rigorous test to be able to gain your license to be able to operate as a tax preparer. And one of the issues that we have really held in high standards by way of being tested to be able to know what you're doing is the area of identity and how to keep your client's identity. Most of the softwares that I use are really big on confidentiality and identity and things like that. So one of the things that I constantly hear is about children's identity being stolen, being used to secure funding, credit cards, and things like that. It's something that I hear very often from various camps, in the financial literacy world, with different groups that I lace with and things like that. And this easy way to do this. One of the ways of protecting your kid's identity by credit freeze, meaning that you notify the three authorized credit bureaus in the United States, which is Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. You notify them, they put a freeze on the child's credit so that even if it's stolen, in the event that it's stolen, the person who unfortunately has those information will not be able to use it for any purposes. So one of the ways in doing that is to formally write a letter to these three institutions, because these three institutions are mandated by law to do credit checks and for basically for maybe banking services, identity verification, credit scoring, and things like that. I mean, if you live in the United States, you already know what I'm talking about. So the formal way to be able to get these three organizations to freeze your child's credit until they attain the age of 18, where they are adults, is to formally write to them with the first thing you have to do is to also include your information. You will need a copy of your parent, the parent of the child's identification, preferably an unexpired passport or driver's license or a state ID, a copy of proof of address, which is not more than 3 months old, preferably a bank statement or utility bill or um, any other type of documentation that will prove residency for the person who is applying for that um, benefit for that child. Um, Also, you will need a copy of your social security card. So let me list the items again. It's a copy of the parent's ID, preferably an unexpired driver's license, state ID, or passport. Copy of proof of address, not more than 3 months old. Copy of your social security card, and also a copy of your kid's ID if you have any ID, because most kids before they turn 18 don't really have picture ID. So if you have it, it will be fine. If you don't, a copy of your child's social security number and proof of the relationship between you and the child. i.e. a birth certificate, a baptismal certificate. I think the preferable method of documentation to prove a bona fide relationship between you and your child will be a birth certificate, a certified copy of a birth certificate. So once you have all these documentations ready, you write a letter stating that you want a freeze to be put on your child's credit until they attain the age of 18. You will address the letter. You have to sign the letter, add the documentation that I just talked about, and you will have to mail it to all 3 credit bureaus. So the first one will be Experian with a P.O. Box of 9554 in Allen, Texas. Allen as in Allen, Texas, zip code 75013. So once again, the first, you're going to send identical letters, but with addressed to these separate individual organizations to be able to initiate that credit freeze process. And the first one, as I mentioned, will be Experian, P.O. Box 9554, Allen, Allen, Texas 75013 is a zip code. Second letter, Equifax, that will be P.O. Box 105069. Equifax, P.O. Box 105069, Atlanta, Georgia, zip code 30348. 30348-5069. Most of the zip codes have all zip codes have extended 4-digit numbers, but you really don't have to put those last 4, but you could put it in there, it doesn't hurt. So yes, once again, Equifax, P.O. Box 105069, Atlanta, Georgia, zip code 30348-5069. The last credit bureau, the third one that you will also have to send your basic information to for this process to be initiated will be TransUnion, P.O. Box 2000, and it's in Chester, 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 Pennsylvania, zip code 19016. Yes, TransUnion, P.O. Box 2000, Chester, Pennsylvania 19016. Once you send these letters to these 3 organizations stating that you want to initiate the process of having their credit frozen, then they will put a freeze on it, send you a letter to say if it's time for the kid to initiate when they become adults, or anytime that you want to initiate a removal of the credit freeze, this is the steps that you have to take to be able to get that done. So I think this will be a tool in combating the recent identity theft that has become very prevalent in the United States for many years. Well, recently it's even more prevalent. And these are ways that as parents you can take to be able to secure your kid's identity and not fall victim to identity fraud. Thank you for listening, and don't forget your subscribing and liking this channel helps out this channel. It encourages me to do more videos. If you have any video of your choice in terms of financial literacy that you want me to go ahead and put out, please don't forget to let me know in the comment section. Your participation, liking, and commenting helps this channel, and subscribing also helps the channel grow exponentially. And I thank you for watching, and have a good day.